This is the Infatuasian podcast, where I get together with friends and talk about Asian things and Asian people that we love. This is Curtis, and on today's episode, we're back at it again with part 2 of our discussion on Asian YouTube creators food edition. Welcome back to part 2 of episode 7. We are once again joined by some super fun hosts, Mandy and Kelly. Welcome back. That's your cue to say hello.
Hello.
Well, we are once again joined by super fun hosts, Mandy and Kelly. Welcome back, Mandy and Kelly.
Hello. Thanks for having us again.
Thanks for sticking around to talk about YouTube stuff. So last week we talked about some channels that we watch when we want to see people eat food. We talked a little Tasty Hoon, a little Mikey Chen, a little Worth It. And then we started talking about cooking videos, and we got through Lazy Chi and Cooking with Dog. But I want to bring up another one that I really like. Have you ever heard of Emmy Made?
No.
Ever heard of her? You have not heard of Emmy Made. Okay. She's been around for 10 years at least, I think, and she is a you don't know exactly where she is or she started out in Japan, but I don't think she is Japanese. I'm not sure. No, maybe she is. Anyway,
made in Japan.
her channel was, but she was living in Japan.
Oh, I've seen her.
Yeah, but I think her last name is actually Chow, so I don't know.
I actually recognize her face. I've watched a couple of videos.
Yeah, she's super spunky and really friendly and warm in her presentation. She has that kind of relaxing voice. But she doesn't just do Asian food. She does all kinds of food, and she's willing to try almost any recipe that she comes across. And so she's just doing this for 10 years. Got 2.6 million subscribers, so that's pretty good. Not pretty good. That's really good. So she'll do lots of kind of funky recipes. Like here's one on making bacon from wheat.
Oh wow,
which is pretty interesting. But yeah, she comes across as just very homey and very friendly. And she'll make mistakes. I've seen her make mistakes, and she'll just kind of laugh her way through it. And so she's not a professional chef. She's a home cook. And so yeah, so she's been doing this for a while, and her quality is good. So yeah, so she'll just, and then probably the best part of it is the end is her reaction. So it seems like, I'm sure she tested ahead of time, but it seems like she's reacting to it for the first time when she eats it. To me, maybe she's acting, but she has a very genuine response. Like sometimes she's actually surprised that things work. She's like, "Oh, that tastes better than I thought it would." Or she tastes it and she goes, "Nah, it wasn't very good." So
I don't know about that bacon though. That does not look
wheat bacon.
Yeah. It has the color of bacon, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm curious about her reaction.
Not super excited about it. I haven't tried any of her recipes, but she has. You might like this one, Kelly. She has homemade boba.
Ooh.
Greetings, my beautiful lovelies. It's Emmy. Welcome back. And today we're going to be making homemade boba. Boba. Now, a few of you have requested this, and I first thought, this is insanity. Why would anyone ever make a homemade boba? But then I began to do my research, and I believe I see the light. Now I'm just going to top it with a little bit of slightly whipped cream on top. Just a little, you know? Oh, look at it! The tiger stripes disappear pretty quickly, but I did manage to get them. I'm so pleased. Looks so stinking beautiful. Yes. Okay. So now we mix this up. Doesn't that sound great? Alrighty, let's give this a taste. Itadakimasu. Oh my god. It's so good. It's so stinking delicious. It's basically like ice cream. And the homemade boba, absolutely marvelous.
So yeah, she made that. She said that one was really good. So that's something that I thought about trying. Did you hear there was like a boba shortage in the world? There was
fake news.
It was fake. Yeah, I never ran into it personally.
Yeah, I think I got boba like all week that week, and there was no shortage.
Yeah, it was fake news. They just got you to try it and buy it. But yeah, you might like this one. Homemade brown sugar boba.
Yes, I actually tried making boba over the pandemic, and it was horrible.
Oh, no.
It tastes like starchy, right? Or really doughy.
Yeah, it's like hard to get the balls to be a good size. I think about half of them couldn't fit up the straw, so I had to scoop it. And it just
no one wants to eat boba with a spoon.
Yeah. It's these videos. It like makes you feel, I don't know. I like during quarantine, I tried making mochi donuts because I watched this one video. And she made it look so easy. I was like, I can do it. And it was a total fail. It was tasted so bad. It was so bad.
Did it actually taste bad?
Yes, it tasted bad.
Oh my God.
Was it on TikTok too? Cooking on TikTok is hard too because they have to cut out so many of the steps.
Yes.
Personally, I think YouTube is a better medium for cooking. It's a little longer format.
Yeah.
This looks good though. Her boba balls look like they'll fit through straws.
Yeah, it's all in the rolling. It's labor intensive. So check out Emmy Made. I think I think you'll find something that you want to cook from her channel. She does some pretty funky stuff, but she also does classics. Oh, I did make one of her recipes. That fried chicken rice. I don't know if you ever heard me talk about fried chicken rice, where you go to KFC or Jollibee and then you throw it in a rice. The next day you throw it in a rice cooker with some chicken broth. So I watched her recipe on that, and yeah, it was good. So I can attest.
Was it a chicken, like a chicken soup that you made?
No, it's just like, so you just cook rice with, instead of water, you use chicken broth, and you just throw in 2 pieces of fried chicken.
Yeah. And then you shred it after, right?
Yeah, and then afterwards you shred it, and the flavor of the rice is good. It's a little greasy. It's a little heavy. But if you're eating fried chicken, it is good. Yeah, I would recommend it. So watch her recipe on that.
Is the chicken still fried?
No, the skin is soggier at that point, right? Because it's been steamed, so it's not crunchy anymore. Which a lot of people are like, "Well, why would you do that?" But it was good for leftover chicken. Yeah, it was good.
That's true.
So those are some cooking channels. We're going to talk a little bit more about, in this episode, we're going to talk about some smaller channels. Actually, you know what I forgot to do? So in part 2 of our episodes, we get to talk about an Asian that is being awesome. So this segment is called Asians Being Awesome. Today, since we're talking about cooking shows and cooking food shows, we have to talk about the Godfather himself, the triple OG, Martin Yan, right? The guy who started it all. So we're going to talk about him. Some fun facts about Martin Yan. He is a UC Davis alumni. So yay, go Ags. Have you ever watched him on Channel 9 or any public television? He's kind of kooky, right? He's kind of the original kooky, if Yan can't cook, so can you guy. And a lot of people knocked him because he overdid the accent. I think he has a Chinese accent, but on his cooking show, he would overdo it and kind of play it up a little bit. But he started in the 70s. He started cooking in the 70s in Canada. Actually, I didn't know that. He was in Canada, and then he started to do some episodes here in the Bay Area, actually. And he's made over 1,500 episodes of his cooking show. He's in over 50 countries, translated in all these different languages. He's been on Top Chef, Hell's Kitchen as a judge, Iron Chef America, Iron Chef Vietnam. He's written over 24 cookbooks. He was the original Chinese cooking show guy.
In Asia, when we visit a relative or friend, we always wrap up some sweet or fruits and bring it to them as gift. Today, we're going to talk about food under wraps, but in a different sense. So I'm going to show you the first food, the first dish under wrap. I called it salmon with black bean sauce. Okay, but before I do it, I need some rap music to get excited. Okay. Now, I am ready to rap and roll. That completes our undercover assignment today. I hope you have enjoyed our food under wrap. Until next time, if Yan can cook, so can you. Jacky.
I remember watching him as a kid, and there was nothing else like him growing up. There really was nothing else that you would see on TV of a Chinese guy cooking traditional Chinese food. And he made it accessible to all levels of cooks. And he, like a lot of people liked Chinese food, but it's kind of something that you only got at restaurants. And he kind of made it accessible to do in your own kitchen. So hats off to Chef Martin Yan. Amazing career. Still going, still doing shows as we speak. How old is he? He's got to be, in his 70s now. And so he probably has a TikTok channel. I'm willing to bet he has a TikTok because he's had his finger on social media for years and years and years. So Martin Yan Can't Cook, the original cooking show. All right, so in this episode, we're going to talk more about people that we watch, and we may get to some smaller channels that maybe people don't know about. So let's see, Mandy, do you have anyone that you want to recommend to us that may not be a huge channel that we've all heard of?
Yeah. So Tiffy cooks. I originally found her on TikTok, and she did this challenge where it was like, I'm cooking 20 home cooked meals in under 20 minutes. And I was like, yeah, that's my jam, because I'm like, I don't have a lot of time to cook, but like, if it only takes me 20 minutes, I'll do it. So a lot of like her YouTube videos are like her filming vertically. So it's like for her, I think she films for TikTok and then she posts for Instagram.
20-minute dinner for 21 days. Chop up 2 stalks of green onions, separate with the whites and the greens. 4 eggs, mash your white pepper, add in some salt, green onion, mix together. Chicken stock, ginger, parts of the green onion. Heat up to medium high. Start simmering, add in crab meat. For 2 to 3 minutes. Cornstarch and water mixture. This is the consistency you're looking for. Turn the heat off. Pour in egg mixture. Set for 30 seconds. Mix together. Drizzle sesame oil. Tablespoon of black vinegar. Look at that.
Yeah, you can see it looks like a TikTok. Yeah. She's young too. She's pretty young.
I feel like her recipes look really like doable because it's a 35-second video. It's like,
Sometimes she's like, oh, it's like a 3-ingredient meal. And I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, that's super easy and it looks really good.
Well, it's a 35-second TikTok, but in reality, it's an hour and a half in the kitchen.
So some of them though, it actually takes her, like she sets like a time limit.
Oh, okay. So you think have you done any of them in 20 minutes? Is it possible?
It takes me longer because I think.
Well, she's got everything cut up,
Well, she also I also just take longer to prep, so it takes me a little longer. But I think if I were to do it, if I do it a second time, I think it might take me 20 minutes.
Okay, yeah, no, I like this. I like the home chefs, sure, watching Gordon Ramsay or someone else cook is always fun, but when you see a home chef and they're in their house and they're using tools that you have, it makes it seem like you could definitely do it. All right, Tiffy cooks.
She's 10,000 subscribers.
Yeah, so she's getting started. Yeah. She's probably bigger on TikTok, right? She probably has many more followers. And
it looks like she's also lifestyle based.
Yeah.
She talked about her wedding.
All right. Cool. Nice rec. Thank you for that. How about you, Kelly? You got someone you want to recommend to us?
Yes. Made with Lao is a YouTube channel that I recently discovered, but I actually originally discovered Made with Lao on Facebook, Subtle Asian Cooking. It's filmed by this guy who films his dad, who's an ex-chef, and his dad's really old and has all these secret recipes or tips, and it's just really wholesome because you can see them bonding and in Chinese. So
Cantonese, right?
Yeah, Mandy, do you watch him?
Yeah, I've seen a couple of videos. I think just anytime that I hear Cantonese, I'm just feels like home.
What's up, everyone? Today we're making soy sauce chow mein. My name is Randy, and I'm a second-generation Chinese-American on a mission to share and preserve my parents' recipes and stories, one meal at a time. My dad's been a Chinese chef for over 50 years, and by my estimates, he's made this dish well over 10,000 times during his career. Today, you'll get to learn all of his secrets for making the perfect soy sauce chow mein right at home.
朋友們大家好，好高興同大家又見面啦！我喺度特別感謝大家對我哋嘅支持啊！
During mealtime, my parents explained that this is traditionally more of a breakfast or lunch kind of dish, and especially popular for dim sum. Personally, I also found it really interesting that soy sauce chow mein is also typically served without meat.
麵呢有生麵同埋熟麵啊，呢個係生麵，呢個呢就係熟麵嚟嘅。
Oh man, Kelly, I was about to be mad at you because you said his dad is really old, and I was expecting him to be my age.
Oh no!
But yeah, no, he actually is probably older than me. Yeah.
He reminds me of my dad. He doesn't use measurements. He's just like, just this spoon and then dump in.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
Yeah, like this right now. He doesn't measure. He's just like, this looks about right. And I feel like that's how we cook.
That's legit. It's legit.
Chinese
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, no, you that's the problem with learning Chinese cooking is no one writes this stuff down, no one measures stuff.
Yeah.
Like, so we were talking about Martin Yan earlier. That was kind of his thing, right? He actually made cookbooks and made recipes and taught you how to do it with measurements, you know, like, but this is great too. That's where YouTube is great, where you can just kind of watch and learn.
I had a whole debate yesterday with my sister on how to cook rice. So I'm curious, Curtis and Mandy, do you use the finger method to cook rice? Where you dip your finger?
I cheat. I use the lines on the side of the pot.
Oh, I use my finger.
Oh, Mandy with the finger method.
But my rice comes out inconsistent every time.
How does that even work? Don't people have different length fingers? Like, how does this even work?
Yeah, that was the whole discussion I had with my sister. And she's like, don't you just put it up to this line? And then,
right.
What if you have different amounts of rice? Then how do you use
or super long fingers? Or
yeah.
Oh, man.
Maybe we're just not Asian enough.
Maybe. Yeah, no, this guy looks super legit. Maybe Lao. Yeah, no, I need to learn how to do some more. My Chinese cooking abilities right now are pretty limited to like 2 different kinds of stir fry. So I gotta expand.
I feel like if you know one stir fry, you can just apply that to other.
It's more of a technique than a recipe. Right?
Yeah,
It's true.
What are the stir fries that you make, Curtis?
Well, I'll do a beef, broccoli beef kind of stir fry, and then just kind of a chicken and vegetables. But yeah, like you said, it's not really a recipe more. It's more like, you know, once you kind of learn how to do the sauce or do the technique, it's kind of, you can do it with anything. You can do a shrimp or chicken or pork.
I love that you can tell that he's just in his kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all his ingredients, like, they're not fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Just like super real.
Yeah, no, it looks good. Man, this is poor planning. I think I should have eaten a big meal right before recording this episode. I'm getting hungrier and hungrier watching these.
I was just gonna ask, is anyone else hungry?
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, I'm gonna talk about now you did cooking with Lao, Lau, Lao, but I'm gonna talk about a Lao woman. She's from Laos. And actually, she's not from Laos. Her family is from Laos. And she does Lao recipes. Her channel is called House of Xtia. Well, her name is Christina. Christina Tia. So she went Xtia. So House of Xtia. And she does Lao recipes that she's gotten from her family. Again, she's kind of just getting started out. 39,000. That's definitely a lot, but not millions, right? And so she just cooks out of her house. She doesn't even live in a big old house. She's in an apartment, so she makes all her stuff on an apartment kitchen. I think it looks good. I haven't tried any of these recipes, but I think her cooking looks really good. And I don't know much about Lao food, so it's kind of like a learning experience as well as a cooking experience.
We're going to be making a vegetarian dish today called Goi Het. What that is a thinly sliced mushroom salad that's been tossed with fresh herbs, toasted rice powder, and chili powder. It is so refreshing, especially during the summer when we don't want to do a lot of cooking because it's so hot outside. What I'm going to do is steam the mushrooms for about 10 minutes. I'm just going to do it in my rice basket and pot. We will toss everything together and you'll see that this comes together in about 20 minutes. Start by slicing these in half just so that they will cook a little faster. Go ahead and put a lid on it and let it cook for 10 minutes. So my mom and I were having a discussion about the difference between goi and lap. From what I understand, goi is a dry style salad, whereas lap is made a little wet and takes badak to cook it down. So again, if that is incorrect or if you guys know, let me know in the comments box below. Until next time, enjoy your goi het, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye!
Yeah, so I like her channel. She does a little bit of lifestyle too, but she does mostly cooking.
That already looks so good.
Her plating looks very like restaurant style.
Yeah.
And her food looks so good. Like even that.
Yeah. This is just a salad. Yeah, this is just a mushroom salad.
Yeah, I'm hungry now.
Oh. I also love that mushroom that she's using. King mushroom. It's so flavorful. It's kind of cheesy.
Like the texture or the taste even?
The taste, which is so surprising.
So it's got like some umami. It probably has that umami flavor.
Yeah, it could be a substitute for meat, actually.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it's got some chew to it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so check her out, House of X Tia. If I think a lot of the folks I have on the show tend to be Chinese just because that's who I know, right? But I think it's good to get out of just things that you grew up eating, and I think we're all adventurous eaters, so we're all willing to try new things. So I'm gonna recommend one more too. This is another one called Traditional Me.
Ooh.
My friend Ron wrote in and was saying, "Hey, how come you don't have any South Asian food, man?" On our food episode. So this is for you, Ron. This is a woman. Is a woman from Sri Lanka, which is right next to India. So a lot of the food influences come from India, but she's kind of like a Lizzie Chi, where she lives out in the countryside and she makes all her food from food that she grows. Well, not all her food, but she makes a lot of the food that she cooks from things from her garden. And a lot of it is just the visuals of seeing her collect the food, and she cooks over traditional tools well. So she's out in the cuts of Sri Lanka.
That's amazing.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
But her food looks amazing too.
I'm definitely getting Lizzie Chi vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Lizzie Chi wrote the book, and everyone's kind of like, hey, that is a way to share traditional practices. But it's not like she moved to the country to do that, but she was already, she's like, hey, let's start a channel. So that's cool.
I also love her titles of her videos.
Oh, yeah.
Aloe vera, the best to fight with this warm weather and to appease our taste buds.
Like, I'm not sure what she's cooking.
I'm not either. What are you cooking? I guess it's aloe vera.
Oh!
Kind of making like a kimchi, like a pickled.
I didn't know you could eat... Actually, I did know that you can eat aloe vera. I guess...
But not cooked. Yeah, normally it's in drinks, right? Or something like that.
Yeah.
But she cooked it up. She pickled it, I guess. Pop it down. Ooh.
That looks so good.
Ooh, hello. Yeah, that looks really good.
I'm like salivating in my mouth a little bit.
I know. So check out Traditional Me. Oh, man.
I think we're all going to eat after this. Like, we're just going to run to our kitchens.
I know, but we don't have an auntie to cook for us.
I'll probably have ramen after this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does satisfy.
Some ASMR.
Man.
While watching Yoon.
Yes.
I got a couple more for you. This is for Thai cooking. You like the way I'm mixing it up here a little bit? For Thai cooking, I found a channel that I've watched her, and she's great. Her name is Pailin, and she cooks Thai food and other food. But she kind of started out with Thai. She's written some books. So she's been around for a little while. 1.37 million subscribers. Oh, wow. But yeah, she's spunky too. She has a real good personality. And a really good presentation. It's like she's semi-professional. Like, this is her full-time job. Like, she does this. So her quality is really good. Though she is at home. So, but I've seen her cook Chinese food. She's cooked Vietnamese food, but her specialty is Thai food.
สวัสดีค่ะ Welcome to Hot Thai Kitchen. So today I am making something called mee krob ทรงเครื่อง So mee is noodles, krob means crispy, and ทรงเครื่อง basically means deluxe. It just means something that has stuff, lots of stuff on it. I look at this dish actually like crispy pad thai. Because as you'll see, the ingredients are very similar. The only main difference is that the noodles are crispy. Ta-da! Look how beautiful that is! And as in pad thai, the lime is really important because the noodles sort of like, it's on the sweeter side. And because you're eating this as a meal and not as a snack, the lime really brightens it up, adds a lot of freshness to it that will make all the difference. Too pretty to eat, but it's gotta be done. Let's make a bite with everything. Got shrimp, noodles.
So she's another one. And then there's this other one too I want to recommend. For those of you who do Instant Pot cooking.
Yes.
You may know this couple, this husband and wife team, Emmy and Jacky. I think they're from Hong Kong, but they may live in America now, but they do instant pot cooking. And some of them are American, barbecue ribs or birria tacos. Yeah. But I've actually used their recipes for some Asian stuff, like the black bean spare ribs I've cooked from them. It's really yummy. And so, yeah, if you like the Instant Pot, and they actually are specialists. Well, it could be any pressure cooker, but they talk about, how long to let it cool in the, the natural release versus the quick release. So they know their Instant Pot stuff. They're famous for their cheesecake, which is really Instant Pot cheesecake, which is really famous. I've made their teriyaki chicken.
Oh, that crispy chicken looks so crispy.
Yeah, well, they finish it off in the oven. That's the secret. You cook it really fast in the Instant Pot, and then you gotta brown it in the oven, or you can use a torch. They do rice. I made their kanji or their juk is super easy. 4 ingredients. So yeah, if
pho, like a pho Instapot recipe, I've been looking for one.
Let's see if Amy and Jacky do it. Amy and Jacky. Looks like Emmy Maid has one.
Ooh.
You know who I also want to recommend? I was going to recommend him at the end, is Jet Tila. Do you know who Jet Tila is? He is a Thai chef. He's in LA. So he's professional. He's a real chef. But he has made a version of pho that is quick version of pho. So I would follow his recipe if I were you, Kelly.
Ooh, yes.
It's not Instant Pot, but it is quicker. He says, okay, I know. The way to do pho is you do the 3-day broth, right?
Yeah.
He has some cheater ways of making pho at home. So take a look at him.
I think my brother actually made his pho, I think.
Okay.
Ooh. Was it good?
It was good. Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm Jet Tila, and this is Ready Jet Cook, where I take the mystery out of Asian cuisine by showing you how to make some of my favorite dishes from shop to cook. Now, I know some of you are rolling your eyes at the idea of quicker pho, but let's do some quick time calculations here. 2 days for traditional pho versus 2 hours. It's totally worth the trade-off, and I'm going to show you how to make it. Come on. So the last thing we're going to need for pho is fish sauce. It might sound a little weird if you're not used to using it, but it's such an important ingredient to Vietnamese and Thai cuisine. Make sure you're getting the one that's amber in color and nice and clear. Let's start the prep for the quicker beef pho. I'm going to start with vegetables and then move on to making my stock. I developed this pho dish because everybody likes to eat pho, but no one wants to make the 2-day broth. This is a really nice kind of hybrid version where you get the aromatics from all your spices, but you're not going to sit there and roast bones and literally wait 2 days. This pho is really the perfect elixir. You know, when the kids are kind of in from school, they're sick, the weather's really cold, there's nothing more comforting or warming than having a nice bowl of noodles and pho broth.
But yeah, he walks you from the shopping. Like his parents own this grocery store, so he'll walk you through the shopping all the way through the cooking, which I really like.
Oh, amazing.
And disclaimer, he's a friend of my sister's.
What?
So my sister knows a lot of chefs, and so my daughters and my sister will cook over Zoom. And so my sister posted it on her Instagram and tagged him. And he sent us a couple signed cookbooks, and it was like, thanks for making our recipe. And we made this lo mein. So legit recipe. It's really yummy. I can tell you that this one is really yummy. And he's a good teacher. Like, he's a really good teacher. So huge fan of Jet Li. I'm sorry, Jet Li. Huge fan of Jet Tila. Not just because he's a friend of my sister's, but I think he's really good. So definitely watch him.
Is your sister also a chef?
No, she does like food promotions, and she's kind of in the food industry on that, and food events and promotions. So she knows a lot of chefs. Ooh. She does cook, but yeah. So she's bumped into him at different events, and he's just a super nice guy too. So recommend Jet Tila. Let's see. Did y'all have anyone else you wanted to recommend?
Honorable mentions.
Yeah. Well, I was going to mention, have you ever... So there's this reality show in Korea. What's it called? It's something like Funstrant? It's a reality show on SBS. And what they do is they have celebrities compete in a cooking competition. And one of the contestants is Yuri, and she is funny. Like, she does these recipes that are huge. Like, she will do massive amounts of food for herself, and she'll freeze it. But I just like watching her. So if you look up Yuri bulk cooking, Yuri bulk cooking, you'll see her make like massive amounts of shrimp toast or massive amounts of just big portions of things. And she's just kind of quirky. She's really quirky, and the judges like her because she's always entertaining, and she takes it very seriously. Like, she wants to win this competition so badly. But she just makes large portions. So I didn't recommend this as a YouTube channel because it's really... Oh, it's KBS, not SBS. But it's not really her own channel. It's just kind of like... And she's an actress. You know, she's done some shows. I don't know if I've ever seen her in any dramas. But she... You know, they have these guest hosts, and they kind of judge her, and they're kind of mean to her in a way, but she just does it. She goes for it. You know, she's trying to win. but yeah, it's just funny. It's just fun to watch. This is her on the right, so she comes into the studio as well.
Ooh, I'll have to check it out. This looks like a fun YouTube channel.
Yeah, so check her out. I've never watched the actual show. I've only watched her segments. So I don't think she wins usually, but they enjoy having her on the show because she does her research, and she does all these different things. And
she looks fun.
Yeah, she's just fun. So I was going to recommend her.
What's happening?
Oh, right
I
there.
was wondering that too, Mandy.
She's squeezing eggs through this mesh.
Oh, okay.
Mandy, I had the same question.
Like, what is going on? I think her mesh is too fine, though, so it's coming out just mush.
Oh gosh.
Look at all the eggs. See, she just does huge portions. Look how many eggs she did there.
I love
So
watching people beat eggs. It's so therapeutic.
So give her a try. Yuri's bulk cooking. What is this one you recommended? What is Honeysuckle?
Oh, Honeysuckle is a channel, basically a home cooking channel, and she is just kind of like, she just feels like someone you would know, like a friend. And it's just super casual, and she makes very
Sweet
doable.
plantation salad.
I love Soup
I know.
Plantation.
Yes.
I wish we had a Soup Plantation here. Are they out of business now?
I think
I
they
heard
are.
that. Yeah.
But I do
The
love
phase
their
are really
wonton
strong.
happiness salad.
Oh, wonton happiness salad at home.
I'll have to make that, especially now that there's no more Soup Plantation.
Oh man, no, that's a good recommendation. I like it. Honeysuckle, 1 million viewers, so she's not nothing. You know, she's got some viewers. I know I shouldn't say nothing. What am I talking about? These people all have more listeners than I do, more viewers than I do. Yeah, no, her quality, her thumbnails look real good. Here's veggie pad thai, 5-minute spicy Korean cold noodle.
She also has really honest reactions.
Okay. She looks like she's on TikTok as well. Yeah, my stomach is growling. Oh, man. When is this podcast over?
What are you all having for dinner tonight?
I don't know. It's 9 o'clock already, man. What are we doing here? All right. Well, we'll wrap it up in a minute here. So she's making healthy chicken nuggets.
Ooh, better than McDonald's chicken nuggets. That's what it says.
I got a nugget eater at home. I got a picky eater here. So
You're gonna have
is
to
she
try
from
it.
Hawaii? Do you know? You know if she's from Hawaii? She had a Hawaii
I
shirt
don't
on.
think so, but maybe.
I have a Hawaii shirt too. I'm not from Hawaii.
Oh, from California. Never mind.
I also have a Hawaii shirt that I got from Uniqlo
Not even from Hawaii.
in San Francisco.
Oh, man. Yeah, she looks like she's from California. Yeah, cool. All right, well, now we are thoroughly hungry. We have worked our stomachs into a frenzy watching all these food channels. Man, we could do this all night, but we got to eat. We're starving over here. So hopefully you were listening to this episode while you had food handy nearby. I'll post the names of all these channels as well as the videos that we watched during this in the show notes so that you can check them out yourselves. Please do help out your fellow Asian cooks on YouTube. So check them out. So thanks again, Mandy and Kelly, for coming in and being my guest. And thank you everyone for listening. I'm not going to beg, but can you please drop me a line on Gmail? Just send me an email, say hello, infatuasianpodcast@gmail.com. If you want to follow us on Instagram or Facebook, we're at Infatuasian Podcast. And we'll put all these details in the show notes. And like I said, every episode is leading to more episodes. So tune in or subscribe. Please subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. Subscribe so you know when the next episode drops. Well, or you can also just check in every Wednesday. That's when we check in. But until then, until we talk again, on behalf of Mandy, Kelly, and myself, we hope that you're all happy, healthy, and safe. Thank you again. Thank you, Mandy. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you, Curtis.
All right. We'll talk to you soon, everybody. Bye. All right. Now.
Just a wave. Just a wave.
I'm still gonna record. Maybe we'll say something interesting.
Curtis, maybe at the beginning of the podcast episode, you should mention grabbing some food before you start.
I should add that in. Don't listen to this on an empty stomach. You'll regret it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Or they might, cook something up after they listen.
Yeah. Yeah. See, they have that advantage. They can pause us, go get a ramen, and come back and listen.
Slurp.
Cool. Thanks, guys. That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
Thanks.
Yeah, we'll do another one. What other topic do y'all want to do?
What are some topics that you have like in mind?
Well, we could do a TikTok though. I'm not really watching TikTok that much though.
Perfect excuse to, get on TikTok.
I guess. So these are the ones we're doing. So, oh yeah, I'm doing another K-drama one, but I'm gonna bring back Nadira and Jennifer. I think.
Mandy, I didn't know you watched K-dramas.
Yes. I haven't found a new one to get into. The last one I watched was Vincenzo.
Oh my gosh, I was just gonna recommend
so good. I was obsessed with it. I finished it in 3 days. I know.
Wow, I thought I binge watched, but Mandy, oh my god.
Yeah, Mandy's pretty hardcore.
Wow, Curtis, have you watched Vincenzo?
No, if you heard the end of that episode, I was talking about it, of possibly watching it, and my co-host didn't recommend it, but I've heard good things about it. So
it's a perfect mix of you have your drama, but it's still that K-drama campy vibe, and it's funny, so it's a good mix.
Yeah, I've heard it's kind of slow to start with, but then if you get, episode 5, you can get through the first 4. You're good.
Yeah, after episode 3, everything just bam, bam, bam.
I already know what you're talking about. Yes.
I know the exact moment.
Yes. I was obsessed.
Do you watch Asian reality shows at all?
Interest. I mean, I used to. Those shows in particular, actually. But
I like these, yeah.
But I haven't watched
Warrior
them in a while.
Oh my gosh, Warrior is so good.
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of people saying we should do Warrior, but I'm gonna wait. I think I'm gonna wait till season 3 comes out. Then we'll hype it up. Disney. I was thinking about doing a Disney one.
Yeah, the Mulan live action was kind of a disappointment.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had it. But we were probably going to take it from the representation angle of it. So yeah, Raya was all right too. So yeah, I got some ideas, but we'll figure it out. Asian beer? You guys drink any Asian beer? Japanese whiskey?
Oh, my brother does. I don't though.
Your mother or your brother?
My brother.
So anyway, we got ideas. So let me know. Yeah. We'll get back together. We'll do something. We could do a real food episode.
Ooh, I'm telling you, we should just eat. Go to H Mart, grab some food, eat, do a review.
Yeah. All right, folks. Well, thank you so much. That was fun.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, that was fun. All right, so Kelly, I don't know when we'll see you again.
At H Mart.
We'll see. Maybe at H Mart.
Yeah, Mandy, good luck with the rest of summer school.
Thank you. Almost done.
One more week.
Almost done.
One more week.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I talked to you right before you started, and now you're almost.
Yeah.
All right. We'll talk to you soon. We'll keep it. I'll let you. This isn't going to drop for a while because I have I had to do all these episodes before I go on my trip. I'm going to Hawaii. So
enjoy. That'll be fun.
Thanks. But. So I had to record. So this won't be out till August, but we'll get it.
You can get a real Hawaii shirt, Curtis.
Yeah, then I can do a cooking show from Hawaii. Yeah. All right. Talk to you soon. Catch you later. Bye.